Hi everybody, good morning. In today's lesson we're going to look at some of the real basics of pyrography, and one thing I had mentioned on the little introduction was regarding transferring our images onto wood. Now there's a couple of ways of transferring images to wood. There is carbon paper, as we can see here. This is an old piece. The downfalls with carbon paper when you transfer it to wood is it's almost impossible to remove it from the wood. So if you're doing an outline of an image using carbon paper, you'll find when you get to the end of it and you want to rub out the transfer lines that you've used the carbon paper on, they will not rub out. You can use sand erasers like we have here, normal erasers, it just will not budge. So carbon paper, I only ever use it if I'm going to be burning very dark over my transfer lines, i.e. usually when I'm doing wording or lettering, then I can use carbon paper because I'm going to be going much darker than the carbon paper outline I'm going to be burning over the top of it. So I can use that method. But however, if say we're transferring, say, an image like this, which is just an angel that I'm doing for a piece for a family member, obviously you don't want to be using carbon paper then, because you can't remove your outlines. So what we do, or what we can do, is a nice cheap way of making our own piece of graphite transfer paper that will be easily erased with a normal rubber or the sand rubber, whatever, from the wood. All we need for this is just a standard piece of printer paper, as I've got here, that just fits in the normal standard printer. And then what we need, if you don't know if you'll be able to see it, but is like a relatively high B pencil. Now the B graphite is a softer graphite. Okay, you'll have pencils that might say 4H. The H is for hard. That's no good for using for graphite paper. It just won't transfer. Here's a graphite stick I've got, that's a B graphite stick, which makes the job a lot easier for me. But basically what we do, as you can see, is we just scribble over and over and over on this piece of wood, or this piece of paper, sorry. It might take us 15-20 minutes to really layer the piece of paper up with enough carbon, with enough graphite, sorry, getting my words wrong, with enough graphite to be able to be used as a piece of transfer paper. So as we go, you see, we just keep going over and over. It's a laborious task, but this piece of graphite transfer paper will be able to be used for many months, because all we need to do is, once it starts running low on graphite, when you're transferring, you can barely see those outlines anymore. You just get your graphite stick or your high B pencil and just scribble over the top of it all over again. So if we kept scribbling, eventually we will end up with a piece like this. This is a piece of graphite tracing paper I've had for a few months now, and it transfers only lightly onto the wood, but that's all you need. All you want to be able to see is your outlines. So let's try and find a piece of wood. If you bear with me one moment. Okay, so this piece of wood is unsanded at the moment, but just to show you that, if, let's just say we had the words hello written down, just crude there. I don't know if you can see. Let's see if we can get it in the right light, but there you can see the word hello is transferred onto the wood. Then, very simple to remove it, just with a normal eraser. So that's how you can use your own homemade piece of graphite transfer paper for outlining any images you've printed off and you'd like to transfer them to the wood. This is a method I would use. All you'll need to get yourself is ideally say a 6-7B pencil, or either a graphite stick that is a B graphite stick, because it's softer graphite, and you'll be able to get much thicker layer onto your piece of paper. Okay, so that is how to make your own homemade piece of graphite transfer paper. Okay, thanks for watching. This is Neil from Flames Pyro Art. There'll be more tutorials coming soon. Thanks guys, bye.